I just streamed. This is, I know it's still titled Easy Duplication, but um, I've already done the the duplication stream. If you guys are interested, go check it out. I've run through this twice. This is the easiest duplication in Horizon Forbidden West I've ever come across. Um,
It is an honor, Outlander. May your blade be sharp.
all right. Okay. So, like I said, I've done the easy duplication. Tell me what you guys think. Go check out the stream. It should be coming back up here pretty soon. I want to fight a fire. What are they? What are they? Fire claw. Okay. And I know they're around here somewhere, but I don't remember. Fire claw. Fire claw. I did post the easy duplication in the last stream. It should be coming up here pretty soon. I don't mind running it again. I know I forgot to change the title, but if you guys do need help with that, just say so, and I'll where the hell is it? I'm trying to find the fire claw. I thought they were right here. I usually come out here, right out of the arena, and where? It's been too long. I know they're not far from here. All right, I know what I'll do. Fire claws. I can't believe this. Fire claws, where are they? Why are they not just... Damn, am I just remembering them in a different place? There's a fire claw site around the arena that I remember. It's not that far away. There's one. Am I just crazy, y'all? I remember there being a fire claw site right in these forests. This forest right outside the arena. Huh. I could be just crazy. Whatever. Let's go to this one. As a matter of fact, let's not even bother with that far flight. Let's just do this. Yeah, I'm crazy. I guess there was never a... Come on, big boy.
Not in the frost.
Okay, I thought so. Okay. I'm mixing up sites. There was never a Fireclaw site over there. This is the site I was trying to find. It's just been that long since I played.
Another holdout outpost. Gonna have to get rid of their leader if I want the rest to retreat.
Where the hell are you, big boy? This is my favorite area of the game, the forest. Just looks really good. I'll show you guys on the map where I'm talking about. Right around Thorn Marsh. The forest is hot. There he is. All right.
Give it a rest first till I get my stamina back.
Oh, whatever. Warrior bows are just OP. They just are. And they can be worse. My build right now, I don't have it completely set up to be disgusting with the warrior bow. But I will show you guys what I am using. Let me show you guys the build. So I'm using the Eye of the Storm to freeze the enemies. A lot of people use Sun Scorch. I like it because it's fast. And then I'm using the other legendary, the Rain of Sparks. This one right here, the reason I'm using this one, it has the highest impact for the warrior bows, and then I have it coiled for, you guessed it, 5 elite critical strikes. So we're talking 30, 45, 60, 75% critical hit chance, plus the 15, that's 90% critical hit. Not to be funny, that might be over. That's probably overkill. So I should probably, I could probably do better with this bow right here. Like, look, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, that's 5, and then 15 more for critical hit chance. Oh, shit. I might could do critical hit damage. I don't need 90. Like, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's too many critical hits. Let me see what else I could do here. Critical hit. Let's see. Okay, so I've got to think about this one. What I should put. I could make the damage even worse. Don't need another critical hit. Dude, so many coils. Um, nope, don't want to have to melee. Wait, I'm trying to figure out the best way to coil this thing. Where is my critical hit? I'm missing some coils, people. I'm confused. Why do I not have my... There's a purple one, isn't there, that does 25? I can't remember. Yeah. There's a purple one that does 25. So I thought. I'm so damn confused right now. Chance and damage by 15%. Okay. So, um, where the hell? I can't. Shit. Okay, I guess that's the highest I can get on there for... Doesn't make any sense. Where is my purple? There should be a very rare critical hit damage. I'm pretty damn sure I have. That's melee. That's stealth. Seriously, man? I'm not crazy. Critical hit damage, 15%. Isn't there a fucking... Let's see. A very rare critical hit? I hate when you go away from playing something for a long time and then you come back to it and you feel like, okay, where is the close range damage 25%? I don't even have that. Like, I didn't see that in my coils. Okay, let me chill. Let me just go look. Okay. There's close range damage. You telling me I can't put that on that bow? Nope. It says it right there. Nope. Cannot be equipped on warrior bows. All right. That's why. Okay. Close range damage can't do it on warrior bows. Okay. That sucks. Man. So then... Okay. I told Kai, I was like, yeah, I know they're in the inventory. They are. She was trying to do this yesterday. She was trying to coil her warrior bow, and I gave her some wrong information. Oh shit. Okay, so to get the damage, you have to put this on here, or you could do the the blue one, but it doesn't matter. So I do have it coiled right. I can't think of a better way to coil the Rain of Sparks. I have elite critical hits, and the critical hit chance is great and all, but damage by 15% is the big one. So, yeah, it's coiled correctly for damage anyway. I don't think there's a more damaging way to coil your warrior bow. So that's the warrior bow that I'm using. I'm really only using those two things. I'm using the Eye of the Storm to freeze. And then I'm just swapping over to Rain of Sparks. There's a bunch of other crap that I could be doing here, like this one. Okay. I'm using the warrior bows. Is basically what I've been doing. I took off. Okay. Going the wrong way. All right. All right. That's messed up. I told her to put the close range for 25%, and you can't do that. I will show you guys my armor. My armor. I got low range. Low health ranged and low health. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. I don't know for sure if it's still like that. Yeah, it was that easy. Fireclaw piece. Okay. So I feel so bad. She was trying to figure. It won't work. Oh, I didn't even see you in here, Bo. um, let's see. My bad. I was caught up in what I'm doing over here. All right. Okay. Yesterday, I was trying to figure out how to get the knockdown. You know what? Let's go back to that. Let's go back to seeing if I can do that. I was trying to get working on knockdown. Oh, I forgot. I said I was going to show y'all the armor. The outfit I'm using is the what? That's not what I'm using. That's clearly not what I'm wearing. Why does it say I'm wearing the Nora? Bit confused, just a little. So I'm doing low health ranged here. and low health, basically low health everything. Low health valor, melee, low health defense, low health range. And then I put elite weapon techniques. Here, I'll show y'all. Increase stamina regen for my warrior bows. Basically, there was nothing else I could put on here. I was trying to do more low health range, but everything, as you can see, was low health. Range is 4, so I can't get it any higher. So I was working on this yesterday, so I don't think there was a better weave. Be honest. Yeah, if I remember right, that puts me over. See? Nope. Puts me over. Stamina was the best thing because it gets me my stamina, even though I've got a million and one stamina potions. Not to be funny, but the only thing I could think of was stamina on this build because the star of the show is low health ranged. You know what? Let me look through the blue ones. Maybe there's something in the skilled. I don't want to do stealth range because that's just opening shot. That's only gonna. I'm not doing stealth with freaking warrior bows. Let's see. I could build up valor faster. No, not important. Stealth range. All this stealth stuff. So, um, The Last of Us 2 remaster is coming out. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about whether the game should have gotten a remaster and all of this other jazz. Level of resonator damage, which allows you to deal more damage when energizing a target. Um. Oh shit. Why do I? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why do I only have one of those? I don't. I don't. I have more. Wait. No, I don't. I've got 2. Not good. Not good. Awesome Vanguard. Awesome Striker. Uh oh. Okay. See, this is what I was talking about right here. Um, I was saying to edit weave, get these things out of your. No, no, no. I just want to unequip it. Get these things off of your items because you want to duplicate them. And I screwed up. So, see? I need to go duplicate this. No big deal. Let me unequip it. No. It's best to have all of your stuff off of your gear. I'll be right back. Gotta take a potty break. So anyway, getting back to The Last of Us, whether it's worth it for The Last of Us to have a remaster so soon, I think so. Um, Coming from the perspective of the show is doing so well on TV, there's a lot of new PS5 people, I'm sure, who have not played The Last of Us Part 2. And it's a great way to recoup development. Think of it from a developer standpoint. You make this game, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars to produce, right? And then um, think of yourself as a developer, meaning you're the one in charge of making money off of this. This is something that is going to profit, you're going to profit from. It's your business. Think of it. Whenever you have a business, the first thing you want to be able to do is get as much profits off of your content as you possibly can. Like you would never go into selling something and say, well, you know, 1 million sales is okay. And you've got the ability to do 2 million over here. When I look at it from a developer standpoint, they're not hurting anyone to update their product. Every year, the iPhone comes out. Okay, Samsung comes out with a new phone. Samsung guy personally myself, but you get a slight upgrade. I've got an Ultra 22, an Ultra 23, an Ultra about to get an Ultra 24. You're getting these incremental updates, even though from 22 to 23 was pretty big. Even from I think 23 to Ultra 24 is not as big, but I'm not too sure. I do know the 24 is nice. But the point is that these companies are producing a product and they're making them better and better and better. The Last of Us 2 was developed and came out on the PS4. Okay, hardware has since gotten better, so now you can have the game with faster load time, higher res textures, more stable frame rates, and they're bringing it out for a very, very, very low upgrade price if you already own the game of $10. So if you're gonna pay, if they're telling you you're gonna get the game updated, you're a huge Last of Us fan, and they're gonna upgrade and do all of this stuff, and all you have to come out of your pocket is $9.99, and you're gonna get all of that plus a new mode that allows you the ability to play characters and do the no return mode. That look the replayability of that is phenomenal. I'll put it to you like this: there are going to be those players, kind of like me, who played the first Last of Us, the Last of Us 2, the first game, the remaster, all of them, and I always wish that I could play the game and do scenarios over again because I just like doing certain sections of the game. The combat in the game was really cool, so I'd load up an area, put it on infinite stuff, and just play with the AI and different ways of doing things, aggressive, stealth. They gave you a complete mode where you could do that in, and not only you get to play it, but you get to play all of the characters from the game, characters that in the actual mainline story you never got to play as. That mode alone, for me, as a fan of the game, is worth it, the price of admission for the $9 upgrade. How many times have you gotten a game that comes out with DLC, you buy it, let's say the DLC was $5, $100, $10, and whatever it might be, and you were pissed off. And you're like, what the hell? And you felt like, damn, these devs are taking advantage. I don't see that with Naughty Dog in this game right now. I don't see it at all. They're giving all of their fans more to do in the gap in between games. It's going to be anywhere from 4 to 7 to 8 years before we even sniff The Last of Us Part 3. Okay. Not only that, it gives the devs a way to not only keep money flowing, because that's important. This is a business, but it's also important to test things out. The Last of Us 3 is coming out, and if you guys are aware, they canceled the multiplayer mode. The first game I remember playing it a bit on PS3, I want to say, and then I know a lot of people was hoping in that same factions mode or whatever was going to come to The Last of Us 2. I don't know why they didn't just put a new gloss of paint on that. I'm guessing that as much as a lot of people loved it, it had to be that it wasn't that popular. For them to work on it for years and then never release it, something about whatever that they have, whatever the data they're looking at, whether it be servers, people who were playing The Last of Us, the factions where they were playing the multiplayer, there was a reason they decided not to continue with that project. But getting this no return mode in The Last of Us 2, that's again another way they could test features going forward for The Last of Us Part 3. I'll give you an example of what I'm going with here. So let's say this little $10 upgrade on this tester, no return mode does very well. Okay. So they build out a similar mode on The Last of Us Part 3. Let's just say no return is guaranteed. So many of the fan base went out and upgraded for $10. So many people went out and bought the full version of the game that never played it for $50. And that mode was a slam dunk hit. The budgets for games are getting so out of control that these developers have to find a way to keep the money train flowing. If you're one of those gamers out there who are like sad when game studios close down, remember, more than likely, most of the times when those developers close up shop, it's because they're not making money, or they failed in whatever their endeavor that they were trying to put out there to make money. So this is a perfect opportunity to take an established product, test something, because you don't know what this no return mode is going to eventually turn into. This small multiplayer mode might get Naughty Dog thinking, well, damn, maybe we need to hire more people because this is a freaking big deal. Me personally, okay, I play Xbox. I play all the consoles for the most part. The least amount of time I spend is on Switch. I love the Switch and everything, but a lot of the games they're just not my cup of tea. I like a lot of them, but a lot of them I don't. But anyway, I play all the consoles, and one of the games I play on Xbox religiously, I play it a ton. My entire family plays the game. We got 4 Xbox Series X's in the house, and we play the hell out of State of Decay 2. I played the first one a lot, and part 2 is a fun time. Now, a lot of PlayStation people that are on my friends list, or people that are friends that I play with on PlayStation, the people that are fanboys that are like, I'm a Sony pony, or I'm an Xbox, meaning I'm an Xbot and I like Xbox. And it's crazy because they always say shit like, that game sucks. Like, I've had people say, man, The Last of Us is so much better than State of Decay. Like, the graphics are better, the story is better. They're two different kind of games, even though they have similar worlds going on. Apocalypse. That's probably about the only thing they have in common. So I asked my buddy, I was like, well, you think State of Decay sucks, right? He's like, yeah, it's kind of lame. The graphics aren't as good as State of Decay. I mean, as good as The Last of Us, and the whole story is just garbage. The story, okay, cool. I'll give you that. The story in State of Decay 2 is nothing to write home about. It's kind of lame in some of the game. You could tell that they did not put their main focus on the story. But what they did put a huge focus on is the multiplayer aspect of it. So, what am I talking about? Well, the reason I play State of Decay 2 isn't because it's the greatest looking game ever or it has the greatest story ever. The reason I play it is because if you want to have really good fun with your friends or family in like apocalyptic survived kind of world, that game allows you to do it with the multiplayer game that's always evolving. Like, it's always changing. Could you imagine if you took the developers of State of Decay 2 and you took Naughty Dog, and let's say you merge that, okay? You merge those two concepts. The storytelling, the character building, and all of that, the universe building you got there with The Last of Us 2. From a IP, The Last of Us 2 is way bigger than State of Decay. don't think I'm sitting here trying to compare them to each other saying blah, blah, blah. No, I'm saying to enhance both, you take concepts from both and you expand on them. Tell me you wouldn't love a world of The Last of Us that was opened up and big, like, say, the world's in State of Decay 2, where you can play with 3 of your other friends and survive and go through story missions and things like that, but you're playing The Last of Us 3. This is what I'm getting at. This is why I don't get into all of the console wars and stuff. I do spend more time on my PlayStation 5 than I do the Xbox, but there are a ton of experiences on the Xbox that I like. I don't get into one is better, one is this, one is that. Each one scratches a different itch for me. But getting back to the original, I believe this is why remasters are cool. They're so good for developers, especially when you have an IP that costs so much money to make. People are getting upset because they keep hearing that Sony wants to branch off and get more into games as a service. The reason they want to do that is because they want to grow their market share. They want to reach out into those communities like Fortnite, Apex Legends, those free-to-play communities, Destiny, where they have those communities that you can just keep on. You build a world. For example, I'm sitting here, I'm playing Horizon. This game is pretty good. It's got great graphics, great combat. The story, in my opinion, is trash. Like, there is nothing about this game's story that makes me want to turn this game on. Nothing. I am sorry. Like, if you're a Horizon fan and you love the story and blah, 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 and you're into all that, cool. But this game doesn't pull you into its story like something like The Last of Us, that whole genre does. This game has great combat, silky smooth movement, and if you're into, builds and fighting and setting up different ways to combat a situation when you're going against these different enemies in the game, this game is freaking amazing for that. The reason I get back on here and go through multiple playthroughs and do things like this and experiment with my builds is not because of the story. It's because I like to put this game in my hand, jump on the controls, and just run around and do things. And then when you get a controller that's got some paddles, like this DualSense Edge that I'm using right now, you got some paddles. You could slide around with the back paddles, roll around, and just the combat is even better. Anyway, I personally like this controller like more than most of the Pro controllers that I have tried. But this game I'm not playing for story. But wouldn't this game be phenomenal if in this world that you see here, there was more going on, more that pulled you into it, a better story, multiplayer. This game's combat is so great. Why have they not made this? This map could be an online multiplayer game where people are working on their own freaking character and building out their character and going on hunts and robot hunts together. But it's not here. It's not here. Imagine if you could take different aspects of the greatest things going out there and combine them. I would love to see this game have a better story and more DLC and something that had more replayability. This game has absolutely no freaking replayability. The replayability that comes with this is if you enjoy the combat. If you enjoy the combat, then heck, you could just warp around to all these different places in the world fighting different robots to your heart's content, setting up different little, in kind of mini games where you set up. Or why not put a mode in this game just like they have in Last of Us 2, where it's a no return mode? Why not do that in Horizon? Why not have something where your great games that have stories that are good and compelling combat gives you some way. I'm sorry, if you're going to develop a game that costs hundreds of millions of dollars and you don't have a plan in place to make the game have some longevity and replayability outside of whatever it is you're doing with the main story, you're going to fail. Like, most of these companies can't keep up anymore. You know what I mean? They keep talking about how PlayStation has so many games now that have these insane budgets and they're unable to keep up. I'm sorry. When you make a world this phenomenal, there is not many games where you can jump on right now on anything, computer, anything that look this great, but have nothing going on in them. I beat this game main story, and then I guess what, almost a year went by, and then Burning Shores came out, and I guess that was their answer to giving us more content and more replayability in the game. And sure, it did it for a couple of months, but Fortnite, it is not. I'm sorry, if you're really trying to grow your install base and your audience and you're a big company like this, every single game should have a replayability department. A department that focuses on the world building. Horizon is insane. I love the first game. So many things from the first game is no longer available to do in this game. They took out. I'm not going to get into a bunch of those things. If you've played both games, you know what I'm talking about. But why isn't there a part of that team that's updating this game, giving us more to do in the world that we paid money for? I would pay for it. I'm sorry. You tell me every 3 months there's going to be some updates to story or a multiplayer mode, or even if it's just a simple, yeah, they bring the arena challenges in, and that does have a leaderboard. I don't want to lose sight of that. But the arena is just scratching the surface of what I mean as far as extending the life of games. It's going to be a long time before we get Horizon 3. You're telling me that there can't be a part of the team that works on keeping this game alive and keeping me wanting to dip back into it? Some people are against games to have microtransactions and stuff in them. I'm not one of them. I believe those things are the only way to grow, or I won't say the only way. Let me stop. It is a big part of growing the community. You just have to do it in a correct way. It can't be some money cash grab thing where you're obviously trying to take advantage of your fan base. Hey, we got some new skins coming out for Horizon Zero Dawn. You're going to be able to put Aloy in all these new different outfits. We're going to drop some new weapons into the fray. We're going to drop some new coils into the fray. $100. What? Wait. You're giving me some cosmetic items, some weapon upgrades, and you want to charge me $100? Really? I'm not talking about stuff like that. Okay. The $10 upgrade for The Last of Us Part 2 remastered is phenomenal. And not only that, but bringing it out for PS5 at freaking $50 is even better. The $50, why is it great? Because they didn't have to go from scratch to do this game over again. They put some time into it, and who knows, it could be another 20, 30, 40 million dollars they make off of the game for their development studio to put into future projects. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm going to tell y'all something crazy that I did. I didn't have to, but I went and I put $50 down, even though I had the $10 upgrade. I liked The Last of Us that much, and I just wanted to support the developers. I spent the full 50 on it. Kai went and she did the upgrade thing, and then I went and bought another copy for $50. I think it's exactly the opposite of what they did in the first remaster. That was too much money to bring that game out remastered at $70. Hell to the no. Okay? That is one of those cash grab things where I'm like, really? Now, I don't know what all went into building out that game to be what it is. Maybe the developers feel like it was a $70 purchase and it warranted it. Or maybe they were just trying to get as much out of their community as they could. Ride the popularity of the show, bring in a bunch of people. The game should have been at most $50, just like this one. And there should have been an upgrade pass for it. It should have never been $70 of a full game. The game is already built. You're upping the resolution. You're doing some things for frame rate. Great, but that warrants you charging a full price. Again, I'm not a developer. I don't know what they put into it. So maybe it was warranted. I just don't see it. I don't see how. But I think personally, Last of Us 2, these games, Horizons Forbidden West, it was people were, I remember sitting there watching every little trailer about this game, thinking, oh my God, it's going to be so revolutionary, blah, blah, blah. I mean, looking at this game, it's phenomenal. But the world hasn't had anything done with it. There's so many things you can do with this game. There's so many extra modes you could bring into play. There's so many things you could do. There's so many things you could give, cosmetically for Aloy, work on different things you can bring in the world as far as combat. You don't necessarily have to change the whole world. You can add modes. You can add new kinds of ammo, new ways to fight, add some new things to melee, add some new things to her mounts. Just little things that keep the game in the headlines. And it's not just, oh well, we're gonna work on Horizon 3. I mean, come on, like it's great. We do want Horizon 3, but let's do more with this one. I had to go and get another.
A moment before thought.
I had to go and get another DualSense Edge because Kai was getting mad. I was always using hers. So she's got little tiny fingers. And she got mad at me because the paddles on this controller she can reach very well. And I usually play with my Razer V2 Wolverine, the Pro controller, and it has the 4 buttons on the back. I like it a lot because of the 4 buttons. But she can't play with that controller because it's too big. Long story short, I was always using her DualSense, so she said it was for me. Then she started using it, and it's the only Pro controller where she could reach the paddles on the back comfortably with her tiny little midget hands. And so I went and bought one. I got one yesterday. I'd be in here playing something and she'd come in. I need my controller. And I'd tell her, well, use mine. I wish this thing had more paddles on the back because I like to have all of my face buttons programmed to the rear. I don't want to move my finger off the analog for anything, but these levers they have, not the Elite style ones that come with it, that drop down below the back, but the actual levers that are on the back, the domed levers, I love them. Like, I've never seen a Pro controller use these kind of levers. What I wish the design on this could do was use both of the paddle options at the same time that come with it. These domed ones that I like, great levers that you can press easily with your middle fingers, and then put the other ones as the other 2 on the back. Like, this control should have 4 on the back. I would love that. And I don't know why controllers haven't adopted a 3 trigger setup. So my controllers that I play with normally, the Razer, the Wolverine, version 2, the Pro controller, they have 3 triggers on each side, or 3 buttons, 6 total instead of the 4. So there's a total of 6 programmable buttons on the controller that I usually play with. I don't know why controllers are still doing just R1 and R2. It seems like a natural evolution to put a middle in between button to give you more control instead of having to. When you're playing a game, you want to be as quick as you can. You don't want to take your thumb off of your right analog. So, I don't know. Those are some things I would hope, like maybe Sony would go to a R button, a R1 button, and an R2 button, a L button, a L1 button, and an L2 button on each side, giving you 6 buttons plus 4 back paddles. That's 10 buttons that your fingers can easily reach. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing you should ever use your face buttons for are things that are not active. Like, for example, If I'm in a fight in this game, Horizon, I want to be able to slide and roll without taking my hand off the right thumbstick, and I can do that now. So I use my left lever as circle and my right lever as slide. But guess what? They're still jumping. Okay? She still needs to jump. So I only have those two back paddles for sliding and rolling. If I want to jump, I either have to take my hand off the analog and use X or circle, or change my controller around completely. So how I jump on this game is I push in the left stick. The left analog stick is a push in because I don't have any other buttons to program. And you might be saying, well, why do you need that to jump? Because when you're in the heat of a fight and you take the button that you move the camera with, your thumb, you've got to take it off to hit X to jump. I don't want to do that. So I usually use my analogs as one of the buttons for like a kind of movement. If a game has a roll, a slide, and a jump, that's three things. And the DualSense Edge only has two programmable buttons. So how do I do it? I do the jump on the pushing on the left stick, slide is my right paddle, and circle. So my back buttons are circle and square, jump with pushing in the left stick, and you're still probably thinking, well, you got to sprint. The cool feature in this game is it has an always run. You can turn her to, instead of being able to walk, whenever you push forward, she just goes into a run. There isn't a command for it anymore. But I still use the command for run. And the reason I do that in this game is because when you slide, if you want to cancel, you got to go into a run. Okay? So I can't do it because remember, my buttons aren't I don't have that option. So the right analog is my sprint button. Even though I have it always set to run when I move around like this, the minute I slide, I push in the right stick to come out of the slide to cancel fast. Slide, sprint. Slide, sprint. That's the fastest movement in the game. Slide, sprint. Slide, sprint. Slide, sprint. If you're not on a mount, this is the quickest way to get around. And I use my right stick pressing in to sprint. And then the stuff that I use the face buttons for, like triangle, I have it doubled as my focus button. I don't use this in a fight, so it could be mapped to my right buttons, if that makes any sense. I can take my thumb off. Whenever you're using the focus, you're normally not in a heated moment of a fight. You're either hiding somewhere, or you're about to start a fight, or you're in a story mission looking for something. So I have to use both analog sticks as program buttons technically because they don't give you the option to have four back paddles like the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. I love that controller. I like this one better, honestly, but it doesn't have the four back buttons. So it's like, okay. Do I prefer this one? Yep. But hopefully when they do the new DualSense Edge, the next one, they will have more program buttons on it. That attachment that came out on PS4 was great. I loved that thing. But it only had two buttons on the back, too.
See me?
I'm telling you, the warrior bows are not to be slept on in this game. A lot of people go, man, they don't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, they do. Brittle, high rate of fire, high crit chance, insane. And then, of course, I'm using low health ranged. I'm telling you, the warrior bows are the truth. You don't even need anything else in this entire game, to be honest. You could just rock two warrior bows like I'm doing. You could turn everything else off. Don't get me wrong. There are things that hit for more damage as far as like, but there's nothing that does it as fast. I mean, look at that. Oh no. I accidentally took it off of quick switch. Man, get out of here, dude.
Cold as a glacier.
Ah! Boom. Get out of here. I could have killed him faster. Warrior bows. Man, I used to have a warrior bow build that was insane. I don't remember it. I know I have it on a stream from a couple of years ago. But man, it was even stronger than the one I'm using right now. I did not mean to take the health pat that I took. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people getting upset about developers coming out with all these remasters, and it's one of the best things for the gaming industry for these companies to put out good remasters that breathe new life and money into their company. Like, I'm exactly the opposite of that. If you want to grow your base, you gotta flesh out these worlds. You gotta put more into. Okay, the game is technically finished, but what are we gonna do to keep? I'm sorry, but I guess what I'm trying to say is keep your fan base engaged. If it's gonna be 8 years between games, give me a break. Okay, cool. 8 years between games. What are we gonna do in the between time? Don't know what's going on there. I don't really care. I'm not doing story missions right now.
Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
Maybe we should just keep fighting and forget it. I could think of 1,000,001 ways that this game right here could. God, I love this forest area. It's my favorite. I would say one of my favorite areas in any game. It's just so pretty, so dense. Where are you, big boy? There you are. You don't see me. I'm not here. Jump. Go away. Ouch. I don't even know what killed me. What the heck? What hit me? I didn't touch the fire. One of those bigger hitboxes than what you see. It's got to be it because I didn't touch him. All right, big boy. Let's do this again. Punk. I remember the first time I fought one of these fire claws in this area, the thing started coming at me, and I was like, oh, I'm cool. I got trees. And he just started knocking them down. I was like, oh, shit. Really? He just started knocking trees down. I was like, oh, my God. No cover is safe. Okay, I need you to come hit me. Can you hit me real quick? Can you hit me real quick, please? No? Can't get you to hit me? Wow. I was trying to get my health lower. Yeah. I will be streaming The Last of Us 2 Remastered. I have spent so many times over the last few years since it came out just replaying sections that I like. It's going to be real nice, number one, having different characters with different loadouts and going up against different. I really think the no return mode is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to be streaming it. I'm probably going to start off being kind of like really aggressive. I watched some guys stream it yesterday. They were terrible at the game. Like, holy crap, they were bad. Or should I say, just they haven't played it much. Like, this guy was saying he's put in hundreds of hours, and you couldn't tell from his gameplay. Like, you really couldn't. But I'm gonna. Damn, he hit me one time, dude.
It's brittle.
I don't want to make you go nuts. Oh boy. Ooh, look at him. He's kind of mad. He would be dead, but my health is not low. There we go. There we go. Oh, Crupper. Oh, crap. All right. I'm starting to wonder what my old build was with these warrior bows. Because it's doing shit tons of damage. I'm not even using my stamina. I'm not using the spread shot at all. I didn't use it on the fire claw. I didn't want to hit him in the stomach. You hit him in the stomach, you can't get the webbing and all that other jazz. If he explodes. Since the first couple of times I finished this game, this is basically all I do in this game is fly around, testing builds, mixing up different weaves and coils, different armor sets. Like I said, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a little bit more in depth with the game and being able to do? Ooh.
Figure out how those Tanoks died. A fire claw.
What do you mean, fire claw?
Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
We've got Apex Red Eye Watchers here. You worried about the fire claw?
Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
I don't feel like dealing with you right now, Mr. Fireclaw.
Let's see if I can figure out how those Tanoks died.
Dude, Apex Watcher for the win. God damn. Really, bro? What did I ever do to you? Okay. Let's go back over there and start some trouble. I need to go get something to drink after this. My mouth is so dry. All right.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how those Tanoks died. Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
I think I finished this game 3 times. The hundreds and hundreds of hours, over 600 hours of play that I have in this game is just running around fighting, testing builds, believe it or not. I hate grinding for materials. That's why I had my friend hack the game for me, unlocking all of the... Okay.
What, me?
No. You don't see me, bro.
Maybe I should take another look around before I move on. Let's see if I can figure out how those Tanoks died.
I don't care about the Tanakh. I wish you could get her to shut up.
A fire claw.
No, not to be funny. I'm really more concerned about the Watchers getting in my way.
It's on fire.
I don't get it. How? I didn't hit its stomach. Oh, I remember. There are other things that ignite him. I forget. Like I said, it's been too long. Damn. Yep. Dude, what did I ever do to you?
It's dead. I bet that's what killed those Tenakth. What were they doing out here in the first place? Maybe I can keep following their tracks. Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
She just doesn't stop. Maybe I should. Maybe we should. I wish the game could tell that you've done this multiple times so she would stop talking. Like, let's just be quiet. We're just fighting. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this stream. I hope it was entertaining. I hope you guys, if you want to get the duplication, just check out my earlier stream today. If you're trying to get all the coils and weaves and resources, I put up a live earlier that really goes into detail and shows you exactly how to do it. And then you can have all these coils busting over into your inventory as well. Just make sure you unequip the stuff you want to duplicate off of all of your armor so that you can duplicate that too. You know what? One more time before we go, I'm going to do this for you guys. Yeah, I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So we have the job marked at the hunter. Okay. And then we're going to warp up here to the arena right there. And we're going to duplicate the resonator buildup +1. I had it equipped on armor, so I wasn't putting it in my inventory. All right, so check it out. We're here, okay? We're going to run into the arena, but first thing we need to do, we're going to mark Lowland's path, and we're going to start a job at the Huntress in the arena, okay?
Your blade be bright.
All right, so let's go in here. I don't need to mark the job, but you guys do. See right there? You go up to the hunter, you select anything in her inventory and make a job. Please do this so you know where you're going when you're coming back. You're not going to have access to your map. Click anything, hit triangle on it, make a job. Now, we're going to go into the arena.
Champion, you looking for a challenge?
You're going to go to Skilled. Click Grim Prospects. I feel bad. I actually forgot to change the title, so if you guys are coming in here to see this duplication and I didn't actually show it in this one, let me just show it real quick. So we're going to jump down, fly off to the right. I probably should have turned it to daytime. I'm sorry. Let's get up in here on the right. You're going to come up in here. You're going to get a little resistance to push up. You're going to come up to the gate to go out, and then you're going to step there. She's going to fall off, and then you can walk through the gate over on the left side. See this? Okay, maybe I didn't get it properly. No, I didn't. Okay, good. That's actually good. You guys can see me do it again. Push up against the gate right here. She's going to climb up into the invisible wall. Crouch, go to the left, and see how she walked through? You turn to the right, push forward, and you're out of the arena. No jumps necessary. I thought this was really awesome. When I came back to play this game a couple of days ago, they had, I forget who I found this video from. I'm just trying to show you guys an easy explanation of it. You run to the left. You saw me run out the left. That is the way you want to go. The left side. It will end your game if you run to the right. There's a tower over here. See it in front of me? It's past that tree. I'm flying towards the tower, coming left out of the arena. It's gonna fail. See? Arena challenge failed. Now I can turn. Remember I marked the shelter over there? See it up there? The flag on top? I'm gonna fly over to that marker and drop everything I want to duplicate into the stash. The reason you see the green check down there is because we marked a job so we can come back to the arena without needing without needing to look at the map. You cannot access your map when you glitch out of the arena. That's why I have these two markers marked for you guys. You're going to fly around the grove. It's a big U. There is a river that you can follow if you forget to mark your spots. That's underneath. And it's a U. It's a river. You can fly without the markers if you screw up. I'm going to fly over to the stash box and drop everything I want to duplicate. At this point, I've duplicated so many times. Back in the day, I used to do the jump method, and it was a pain in the butt, but oh well, this isn't so easy now. I do not believe this is going to get patched, by the way. I do not see this getting patched. Gorilla has moved on, unfortunately, I think. But you come to your stash, go over to your inventory. Don't go taking your stuff out of the stash, and mark everything you want to duplicate. I'm just going to put all my resources in here and duplicate everything again. Why the hell not? It doesn't hurt. I'm not going to put all my coils in here, though. Screw that. My coils and weaves, these are just things that you need right here to make ammo, to make upgrades to armor, yada, yada. I hate farming. This is phenomenal. And it's easy. Okay. I'm going to put the couple of coils that I need in here because I don't have a lot of them, but I'm not going to just do them all again. It's not necessary. See all this? Ooh, look at all this. We're going to never have to farm any of these materials ever. Hold down X, put it in your storage. You can do this stuff too. I have a glitched game, so I don't want to touch that because I have unlimited arrows and stuff already. Let's go into the coils. We're going to put you in there. We're going to go down and put you in there. And then I've got a couple of blues that I need to put in. Oh, where is it? Resonator blast. Damage +2. Resonator buildup +2. I need both of those. That's really the only ones. Okay. All right. So it's done. I'm going to exit out through the path right here. Grab my Sunwing and fly back over using the marker right there to get back. Remember, we made a job at the arena with the Huntress so that we can find our way back. No excuse for screwing this part up. When I originally watched this video, I think one of the videos that I saw didn't tell you to do this. And then people were just in the comments saying, I can't find my way back. Of course, you could just get to know the map, but all these trees, fog, everything looks the same at night when you're flying around. All right. So, we're off. We got Aloy back. We're going to go back into the arena directly the way you see me going.
This isn't over. Regala will gather her forces.
Okay. I'm going to do this slower. This right here is the grove. You want to come right here
You'll need to work on strengthening your arm.
and then swing a left when you come in. You're going to go back up to Kala and talk to her and go into the same challenge
Those rebel outposts need to be
that
dealt
you
with.
failed
Looking for a
earlier.
challenge? Stolen. Better
Boom.
ready yourself.
Okay? Grim Prospects. Please don't go into a different one. It will mess up. You have to abandon the challenge, not quit. Abandon the challenge. And it's done. Now when I go to my stash, you're going to see those two resonator damage and resonator buildup. Done. Let me go in here.
Always makes for quite a thrill.
So freaking easy. Come back up to your stash.
New visions. It's a strong sign that you always find a swift victory.
Okay. Coils and weaves. And we should have... Yep. See? The two we put in our box are there. Resonator damage +2, resonator buildup. Now what you want to do is take them out. You'll be able to duplicate them faster. Okay? Those are the two main things that I need to duplicate that I'm low on. Everything else is fine. All right. And that is how you duplicate, people. I'm going to do it a couple of more times because I need more of those.
Show us what you got, champ.
This time I did not mark the shelter on the map. The job is still marked, but I'm going to show you how to find it if you don't have a marker. All right. Walk up to the gate. Let her push herself up. And that should be perfect. Yep. We are out of the arena again. To the left. Fly to the radio tower until it fails the mission. See the tower right behind the tree there. Hang a right now. Okay. Now, there is my job. That is the Huntress in the arena. I'm going to show you guys how to easily just get back without marking it. See, no marker showing me where the shelter is, but I can see it over there behind the trees already. Remember, you're flying past the grove in a U shape. Once you get past the grove, just turn right. You're following the river underneath. There is the shelter right between those trees, see? Without a marker, you can find it. We're almost there. I'm going to drop off the Sunwing in a minute. We are back.
Regala is defeated. Honor those who...
We are here. Go over to your inventory. Mark everything again. I'm only going to do the couple of coils that I don't have many of, like I said last time. But if you want, you can mark everything in your inventory. I mean, there's the only thing it won't duplicate is armor and weapons. You can only have one of each kind, so don't even bother putting that in. Okay. Hold X, put it all in. Go down to coils and weaves. I only need those two blues, resonator damage and resonator buildup. Right here. You and you. Put them in. Done. Now, come out of there. Run down the path. And we're just going to follow the water, the river back. There's your job. Like I said, as long as you've got the job marked, even if you forget to mark the shelter, you really can't miss this place. Between the trees, you're going to see that. And we're already back, coming back around the grove. The grove is right here.
I'm making good use of this.
Quite a move, Outlander.
I was getting ready to say, you know what? I just been calling this thing the sun wing this whole time. It's the water wing. The new bird that came out with Burning Shores that can go down into the water. I've been saying sun wing and it's the water wing. My bad. I was like, wait, this thing looks weird. It's the new DLC water wing.
Machines and prove your worth to the clan.
Similar to the sun
Show us
wing.
what you got, champion.
All right. So again, you come in here, you go back into Grim Prospects, and you abandon the challenge. There you have it. That is the end of this stream. I hope this helps. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say about The Last of Us. Like, by all means, let me know what you think as far as how you feel about whether or not these remasters are a good thing for gaming. Again, I think they are great, especially from the business aspect for these developers. Between major titles, you just can't go wrong. Give the fans something that they want, and don't try to rip us off. I really want to know what you guys have to say, so let me know what you think. Take care. That's the end of this one. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope this helps.
That was some good fighting out there, Aloy.